Violette1st Gang. Episode 1. Epic car chase over pizza. Transcript. It is another day in Mount Airy. In the Violette1st house, William goes to the fridge for his leftover pizza. A few seconds later William opens the fridge. 1 second later William roars in anger. William, what the hell, where's my pizza? A few seconds later William storms up to his father Bill, who's in his chair in the living room. 1 second later William starts raging his brains out at Bill. William, did you eat my pizza? Bill, yeah. William, that was mine. I was gonna have it for lunch today. Bill, so what? I was hungry. William, you're buying me a new one. Bill, no way, jerk. A few seconds later William's mother Violette comes onto the scene. Violette, what are you yelling about now? Bill, jerk's upset because I ate his pizza. Violette, Bill, you can't eat someone else's food without permission. Bill, it's my house. I get to eat what's in my fridge. William, I hate you so much, Bill. A few seconds later William storms outside. Bill and Violette then run after William. A few seconds later William runs up to Bill's pickup truck and gets into the driver's seat. 1 second later Bill starts raging his brains out at William. Bill, what the fuck are you doing, jerk? William, I'm going to get a new pizza to replace the one you stole. Bill, with what money? William then reveals that he has Bill's credit card. Bill screams with anger. A few seconds later William speeds off down the road to the closest Domino's. A few seconds later Bill punches his burnt satin car and roars in anger because William stole his truck. Bill, fuck. Violette, what do we do now? Bill, we're going after jerk. Violette, how? Bill then runs up to Violette's SUV and gets into the driver's seat. Bill, this is how we'll catch him. Violette, are you fucking crazy? I'm not letting you drive my SUV at illegal speeds. Bill, well, too fucking bad. Now get in. A few seconds later Violette reluctantly gets into the passenger seat of her SUV and hands Bill her keys. 1 second later Bill stamps the gas pedal and the SUV speeds down the road after William. Meanwhile, William is on Watersville Road when Violette's SUV pulls up alongside William in Bill's truck. Bill, stop what you're doing and drive your ass back home. William, never. William stamps the gas pedal and speeds off down Ridge Road. A few seconds later the SUV is next to the pickup truck again. A few seconds later Bill starts slamming the SUV into the truck. Violette roars at Bill for damaging both their cars. Violette, what the fuck, Bill? Bill, I gotta stop him somehow. William, oh, so you wanna play crash the car, don't you? William then speeds in front of the SUV. A few seconds later William stamps the brake pedal. Bill, what the fuck? Violette, A few seconds later the SUV rear ends the pickup truck. Both cars come to a screeching stop. William then jumps out the truck and sprints to the nearby Domino's. Bill roars with anger and chases William. At the register, William quickly orders a big cheese pizza and some bread bites. A few seconds later Bill destroys the door and screams at the minimum wage teenager working the register to cancel the order, but it only results in him getting kicked out by security. William then gets his pizza and sprints to the cars. Violette, William. William, what? Violette, take my SUV. William, huh? Violette, I am not letting that 650-pound psycho drive my SUV, not after trying to kill us. William, okay. A few seconds later William puts the pizza in the back seat and jumps into the driver's seat. Violette then hands William the keys and they speed back home, just as Bill comes running up. A few seconds later Bill rages his brains out because Violette betrayed him. Bill then notices his truck is still there with the keys in the ignition. Bill wastes no time. He gets into the driver's seat and chases after William. Meanwhile, on Ridge Road, William is driving calmly back home when he feels a massive bump hit the SUV. William then looks in the rear view mirrors to see Bill in his truck. William then roars at Bill and the two get into another argument. William, stop trying to kill me. Bill, you stole my truck and credit card, you fucking dingbat. William, you stole my pizza. Bill, I don't care, I'm gonna teach you a lesson, even if I get hurt in the process. William, fuck off, Bill. A few seconds later William stamps the gas pedal and he speeds off with Violette and the pizza, with Bill close behind. On the chase home, William and Bill get into another argument. William, leave me alone, you road hog. Bill, I don't listen to thieves, stop running and face the music. The two continue to exchange insults until they arrive at the junction to Waterville Road. William turns too sharply and almost crashes into a semi-truck. Bill also turns too sharply and his pickup truck slams into the semi-truck, damaging both trucks, but Bill bounces onto Waterville Road and continues chasing William. A few minutes later William zips down Main Street, and onto Ellis Road. A few seconds later William gets out of the car without parking, grabs his pizza and screams at Violette to get back inside the house. They both get inside just as Bill's bruised pickup pulls into the driveway. Bill jumps out his truck and runs into the house while screaming with rage. Bill gets in the house just as William locks his door shut. A few seconds later Bill runs up the stairs and starts raging his brains out at William. Bill, you made me crash into a fucking semi-truck, you jerk. The insurance company is gonna kill me for this, and for what? A fucking pizza. You unlock this door right this instant. William, get wrecked and don't mess with me. Bill punches the door and storms downstairs. Bill, fuck. Violette, Bill, what did you think would happen? You know how William gets whenever you pick at him. Bill flips off his wife and stomps away to the office, probably for more than a few phone calls he'll be having with his credit card and insurance companies. Finn.